tribesmen and foul the waters of this lake. Show them the power of Baal.
So you hear that dialogue, that's a very bad thing. I hope these guys, because they got themselves into a bad situation. However, it sounds like there will be an invasion soon. Mind Stop will make enemies nearby vulnerable. Very useful ability. Notice we're getting shot, so just fall back. You can't be shot. And you can see clearly like the tar elementals right there. That's what that dialogue was about that we heard earlier, is tar elementals being summoned. So if you look to the other side of the lake, you can see tar elementals over there and a bunch of other people. Oops. Oh no. Flame Shaman? No, Phoenix. Okay. Disable and summon another one. Another Ember. Let's go ahead and continue on in here. Disable. And get the fisher back up. Whoa, or not. Wait on the fisher. Immediately throw our sword on the sword and play some vulnerability. Big. Watch as he runs around. Looks like he's aggroed on someone else. Alright. Heal all the way back up and get that fisher. Oh, come on. Alright, go fisher. Whoop. There we go. Attack the clone.
I'm bleeding.
Alright, he shattered the clone for me. Oh man. There we go. Alright, he shattered the clone again. Well, I was unable to dodge, didn't have quite enough endurance. However, the game is pretty forgiving right now, so we were able to bring ourselves back up. No problem. Pretty easy to get that last. There we go. We helped again. Just go ahead and continue onwards, keep on killing these foolish stalkers. Oh, that was not even fair. Alright, so if you use 4, you don't get attacked. Doesn't matter which race you are, which anything. You use 4, you can bring yourself back to life. Now, unfortunately, we got attacked when we were using 4. It doesn't look like anyone's going to help us anytime soon. So, we're going to jump over to Vir's Waypoint. Actually, see my inventory first. How much money do we have? 95. Yeah, we're gonna go to Vera's waypoint for now. Check for any more events happening. Looks like an event just ended here.
Strong. I'm wounded.
So that right there is an elementalist. He's using the scepter and the first air attunement.
Get some training before you head that way. Unless you want to feed the beasts.
So we still need quite a bit. Which is why I am actually making my way over to the traders. This is pretty useful in the game.
Need something.
First of all, you have merchants. So we're gonna sell all our stuff because we don't need it. We can't use those. It's medium armor, we can only use light armor.
One of these got damaged during transit until you get more in.
Alright, you see guys with scales over their head, that's what that is, it's a scale.
I've got what you need.
And it brings you into commerce and the trading post. And then you're able to show filters, only show what's available or whatever you want. Right now we want...
I can't afford that.
No, we already have a decent weapon. Let's look for some armor. Any armor. And usable by me. So from level 0 to 5.
Hey, I can't restock those until you get more in.
You see down here is your amount of money you have. So 1 silver, 7 copper. And we can see right away we could get like an Acolyte's cowl instead of the Harlequin's mask.
I can't restock those until you get more
But it's priced at 1 silver. It's kind of expensive. Something we don't have is shoulders. You just see chainmail, we're not able to use chainmail yet. And you continue on. You see cloth. You can use those.
I'm in a buying mood.
Other things like the determination headbands, medium armor. The Fang Dread mask, similar to the Harlequin's mask. Same for the Flame Eye and the Glacial Eye.
Boss, I'm working as fast as I can.
Blue is slightly better. You can see levels 0, 3, 5, and we can't use this yet, but you can see how much better it is. And so you look through these, and you can find some pretty useful things.
Boss, I'm working as fast as I can.
Things you might not normally encounter. You can find masterpieces, you can find really good prices for otherwise really rare or expensive equipment, because people just want it gone. So I mean, you look at this and you can see there's so many different things. Like, you have the general idea of boots, shoes, etc., helmets, but there is a very large amount of things you can get here. And here we could just buy a bunch of stuff for 20, basically a full Acolyte set. We're not going to do that right now, because if you go inside the city, in here, there's actually a weapons and armors merchant. A very good weapons and armors merchant.
When I turn on my
that can sell you stuff pretty cheap. And you get into the city through portals such as that one. So we're going to see if we can find stuff for cheaper than 20.
I'd rather kill Legion traitors than to ask.
Alright, so this is the Black Citadel. And we continue right up along this path. Look at the map. You can see right here we have a weaponsmith and an armorsmith. So you just gotta continue up this way, just go straight up the hill. You can see right here, sword and helmet, weapon and armorsmith.
Sharp. Iron
So
Legion
go and look at
needs
the
something
armorsmith. The
built, eh?
weaponsmith I find to be rather useless, but if you look at the armorsmith,
Fresh.
you can see the apprentice stuff. You see how expensive it is, 40s.
I got more coming in.
It's not exactly what you want to pay
I
for.
just want the dinner.
For the
You've got
weaponsmith,
gold, right?
a great sword, something we basically just got, is worth 64, and we got it for free. And we also got, in my opinion, a better buff. I prefer precision over power. Precision will make you do critical hits, better critical chance. Power, you just do more raw damage. I prefer to live in the realm of criticals. It seems to work better, for me at least. But some people do prefer more brute force direct approach. As you can see, very quick loading times. And this is on max graphics. This is the best the game has to offer graphically, at least for now. Now, because this is still in beta, I expect the graphics will improve somewhat. There are some features that aren't entirely available yet. Because of that, when the game's released, I imagine it'll look even better than this. But as it stands right now, this is maximum settings for graphics that's available.
Be old and my teeth are gonna fall out.
And I say even right now, it looks pretty good.
Boss, I'm working as fast as I can.
Alright, so again, go to filters, armor, usable by me, only show available. Submit. And go ahead and buy the Acolyte shoes.
What do you got that please someone
Click
like
on the shoes and go back. Buy the shoulders. You know whether or not
Boss,
you bought
I'm
it as
working
you
as
look at
fast
your
as I
money.
can.
We also want some pants. But we only have 43 left, so we can't quite afford to get the Acolytes
Quality stuff.
cowl and coat. We also can't get the apprentice coat, at least not the level 4 one. And we can't quite
can't
get
restock those until you get more in.
the level 0 one that gives us
I
plus
can't
6 power.
restock those until you get more in.
However,
Take it off the fire, it's done.
we're very close.
It ain't done.
Right.
No discount.
Once you buy something, you have to go to pick up and click take off. And then go back over here, double click, and now everything's equipped. And you notice we have 2 extra items that we can't use anymore. Now we could attempt to sell them on the market,
You're buying?
but
Selling.
they're starter items. They're going to be everywhere, so
One of these got
sell
damaged
each of
during
those for
transit,
1.
boss. That crafter left a message for you, boss.
Come back for the armor, and buy the apprentice coat, and that'll use up all of our money. So take all. Get a much better apprentice coat. You can see our stats are already plus 15 to power, plus 9 to precision. Our critical chance is now 12. And we do have some more armor.
Hey, I can't restock
28
those until you
toughness,
get more
79
in.
defense. And that's what makes up your total armor. So toughness, if something has armor and it has toughness buffs as well, just add that toughness number to your
something?
armor, and that's your total defense that it will give you.
Hey,
Fairly
I can't
useful.
restock those until you get more
See
in.
broken bottle down here. Doesn't really do us any good. Zap that rat.
Show me your wares.
Nice, giant, great sword. So, we are still level 2, I believe. Yes, we're almost level 3. Which means we will be able to just go chill out here.
Get some training before you head that way. Unless you want to feed the beasts.
And we can see harpies are attacking over here. So let's see if we can. We don't do much. Every little bit. We can take one more hit by flying. That's very important. So Victor's Presidium is overrun by ghosts. I'm not quite sure where I was reading that from. There we go. Okay, so they're talking about down here. Level 6. We're not gonna go quite there yet. We're not gonna get involved with that guy either. Instead, we're just gonna go ahead and keep exploring. Show more of the land. It's really actually a very beautiful landscape in this entire game. I mean, it can be breathtaking at times. Looks like Sumi. Not quite sure what's going on there. Do we have any mail? Alright, so we have some extra cash sitting in here. And just continue on and just look around, you know, what is in this environment? It's absolutely beautiful. It's breathtaking. I showed a little bit of the combat of the Mesmer. It's a lot like that. And just go around and you can see, you know, train the troops, capture the Minotaurs. You can see there's a lake down here. But you have to be careful. You have to look and make sure you're only passing by yellows. You start getting close to reds, and your life could very well be in danger. See, this goes there we go. Now we're level 3, but we can't really go that way because we have a salamander drake blocking it. And the camera controls just with your mouse, right mouse button and left mouse button. So a little hawk there. And we do see a captured Minotaur moving all the way back. Come over here, you can see Ash Legion, Blood Legion, and Iron Legion all together in a fortress. And over here is where you would get Minotaurs. You get a special gun. You get the Minotaurs down to less than 50% health, and then you can take the Minotaurs and put them into a training arena to help train the troops. They can train on the Minotaurs. But they are level 10, and we are level 3, so that's not going to work very well for us. So if we continue on down this road, let's see, we have Ascalon Explorer. It's an achievement. It means you've explored a little bit. And you can see a destroyed ballista right there. Now basically, that ballista is from past. It's of the ghosts that are around here, which is why it's so foggy. There are ghosts in this game. This is not like Dark Souls, though. You can always hit the ghosts. They're very solid ghosts. Physical attacks do work. You don't need anything special. Oh. Dodge. Oh. Come on. Alright. Oh crap, they're all over us. There we go, we're regenerating. It's very dangerous to explore. Oh crap. Alright, so see you guys coming at us from our left, so we jump up on this rock, find the Phasmatis corridor, and continue on down. We're moving over to the waypoint right there. Should be able to get there no problem. Armadillos are not aggressive, warthogs aren't usually aggressive, neither are Marmoxes. We can see the waypoint, and you can see a scout.
Refreshing.
Talk to the scout, you get some extra information about the area. But we're just going to go and continue on to Ashelon City. There's almost constantly warfare happening at this city. We're not going to be able to show too much of it, because it is, you have to basically fight your way into it, but we're on the new bridge, and hopefully we'll be able to do something. We won't be able to fight, but we should be able to, at the very least, help get these engineers going, and provide some sort of support. Hopefully we'll be able to show a little bit of the city. But you have to be very careful. You can see right there. They're already just waiting, so we can't go too far. Not without aid. We did unlock our third ability. Destroy all your clothes and phantoms actually dazing instead of doing damage. We also have teleport, which allows us to teleport a short distance. This is bandage. Notice our health is going back up. We can actually bring ourselves back up with bandage. There's also a phantasmal rogue. Summon an extra phantom. Now this is death penalty. Every time you go down, you take death penalty. That means next time we go down, we'll have less health because of bandage. Whoa! Throw our blade. Okay, so when they do that block, basically it will do damage to you whenever you hit them. Sucks. Alright, so that's not too big of a deal. We do have the Phantasm's Waypoint over here. However, we're not going to take the Phantasm's Waypoint. We are going to Mustering Grounds, and we're going to show a little bit more. I mean, that's basically the Char area, what I just covered right there. There is more, but we covered more of that in the Warrior video. So we're at the Mustering Grounds. You can see there's more waypoints just kind of hanging around. And we can just continue on through a series of elevators. And we'll be able to get over to the Ashura Gate. And the Ashura Gate will be able to get us to some pretty cool looking places. Blue dots are people that are in your party when they appear. Green dots are just people. have no idea where she is. It says there's a blue dot there. I don't see her. So, we need not worry about it too terribly much. Oop. Camera messing up there. Now, the camera controls can be a little funky at first, a little hard to deal with, but you'll learn how to use them eventually. It's a little bulky, but overall, they can end up working out pretty well. Come out over this edge. You can see this giant portal. This portal is an Assura gate. It lets you instantaneously travel to the gate that is connected to it. Now, pretty much all the gates are connected to one central city at the very least, and it's called Lion's Arc, or Lion's Arch, depending on your accent. Go ahead and load this up and show you the area around Lion's Arch. Getting some very strange text messages.
I'm sworn to protect.
Not any questions at all right now. So you can see there's different Assura gates. This one, for example, will get you to Holbrook, which is the Nord home. And this one will get you to Divinity's
How long will it take to
Reach.
get to Divinity's Reach?
Travel time is instantaneous.
See right there, Divinity's Reach. And that is the human starting point. Now we have 2 other gates, and they're completely blocked off right now. We can't access them. Those will probably be available when the game comes out. Lion's Arc is basically one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. Right now it's a little laggy, because this is the main hub, and they're doing stress testing, which means it's not exactly going to be smooth right now. But because it's the main hub, there are tons of people here all the time, from every race. If you see a human that seems about our size, that's a Nord. That is a human. You can see that the huge size difference. That is a human. If they're about our size, it's a Nord. Even though they look like humans, they are not humans. It's an absolutely beautiful city. It reminds me a little bit of Pirates of the Caribbean, actually. Ground's kind of getting in the way on that shot. That's a general idea of what it looks like. A decent pan. But continue on this way, you get to Gendaran Fields. And you actually have to hit F to travel. So normally it's Gendaran Fields, but it's not ready yet. So we can go to the Kessex Hills or the Snowdrifts, and I want to show you guys the Kessex Hills first. So we're going to the Kessex Hills, another beautiful place in this game. So right away what you can notice about Kessex Hills is it's a lot wetter, and you can tell that just by the willow trees. Now, this is really a true test of what the graphics are in this game. You just look around, you can really see all the different types of textures and what they're doing. Notice purple, that means like don't even try, going to die no matter how good you are. See these green clouds, they're portals to the underworld. I have never been through one of those, and I don't know if I want to. It doesn't seem like a good place to be. So you can see a spire off in the distance. We're going to be heading in that general direction. So, nice stone bridge here. Go ahead and stop. And you can see a river goes both ways. This is just a giant swampland with some pretty remarkably large trees. And they have grown in some very strange ways, mind you. Alright, so we discovered the Delanian foothills and got the waypoint right away. And right in here is a quick city owned by the Lion Guard, which is human.
You'll find everything you need here.
Go ahead and get some experience from that. There we go. Found Black Haven. And we are just going to keep on moving. There's really nothing to see in Black Haven. Continue on the road. Just some beautiful artwork. I have heard someone actually say that when you're looking at this game, when you look in the far off distance, it looks like concept art. You get up close, and obviously it's a very nice game, but off in the distance, really far off, it starts looking like concept art. I have to agree with them to some degree. It's not exactly the not exactly as they would say it. I wouldn't say it's exactly like concept art, but it is definitely a lot more detailed than what you'd normally see. If we go and look at the map, we can already see we've already gone through almost this entire place. So, got the Sojourner's Waypoint. And now let's continue on this dirt path. A little dangerous. There are centaurs waiting for us up on the hills. And it's a battle for Northeast Kessex Hills. The Seraph on all key locations are ready to attack, and Seraph suppliers are available. Let's see more of these centaurs. We have one chasing us right now. They are very fast. So a little roll, give us some extra movement. And avoid the spike trap. Those will hurt you. So this is just beautiful. To me, this is absolutely beautiful. Ow. Alright, and that's what happens when you're up against purple. You die pretty much immediately. I was hoping to make it to Earthlord's camp and go along this whole path because this is absolutely beautiful, as you saw. It continues for a very long ways. But we're not going to be able to do that as the centaurs will not let us. So let's go ahead and continue onwards. Into the next portal.